Okay. My name is Fall, and I'm joined by Busk for this series with BPro going up against Haste Gaming. We are at a game one. How are you doing, Busk?
Doing all right. So some of the previous series, I was actually quite surprised that Haste Gaming were able to do a 2-0 sweep. Coming on strong here.
Yeah, me too. There was I want to say it was quite an upset, but I mean, they are definitely not a weak team by any means. So I'm not sure that they were the underdogs necessarily. Maybe people assumed that the VC Trax was the stronger team, but as it turned out, it wasn't necessarily the case, at least in that particular series. So, but now we're in a new series. We have BPro banning Monarch, Curse, and Fora. Pretty usual bans coming out from Yahadai. He likes to ban supports, especially defensive supports. And we have what you got with the Bushwhack, Flux, and Plague Rider bans. So the Plague Rider ban maybe specifically targets both Kahokai as well as the Ophelia counter, which kind of prevents what you got from picking his comfort Ophelia hero. We have the Self-Forest first pick coming out from the Self-Forest, maybe to prevent these heal lineups that Haste Gaming like to run. What are your thoughts, Busk?
I mean, I think Plague is just an overall solid hero. I'm a little bit surprised to see the Self-Forest first pick. It seems that a lot of teams are valuing that hero quite highly as a counter to like the kind of heal meta that we see right now with the Soul Reaper, with the Demented, all those heroes with a heal. But I'm a little bit surprised that like first pick material like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm undervaluing the hero slightly. I think it's a solid hero, but S tier I wouldn't quite say so.
No, I don't think it's necessarily always to do with the fact that it's an S tier hero. I think it's just more that the second you pick Self-Forest, your opponents can't really start picking like heal heroes. So let's say that you pick Self-Forest, then you are the team that can actually draft all the heal heroes afterwards. Not that it is necessarily like a free win the moment that you start picking heal heroes, but if you have like two supports with heal and maybe like a Soul Reaper, it could just be really challenging to fight into. So I think it's just more to they pick it to maybe deny it from the enemy team, because I know that what you got, he likes to draft the Self-Forest very early on for Ace as well, and then they like to pair the Self-Forest with either some heals like a Soul Reaper, or maybe like I don't even know if they run the Jerseid to get the Self-Forest, but they like to run the Self-Forest in Ace. So I think maybe they just picked it to prevent the enemy team from picking it up early themselves. So I can see the reason behind it.
I will say though that the Mag NG is, I think those are very solid first picks. Also very flexible. They can go anywhere. The Mag can be he can pretty much be a 2, 3, or even a 4. So it doesn't really give a whole lot. Just solid picks.
Yeah.
And then followed up on the Legion side with Demented Deadwood. I think the Demented has proven to be an extremely solid support hero up there with the best. Deadwood, however, I don't think we usually see Deadwood picked in the first picking stage. That hero usually is not banned. So a little bit surprising getting him this early.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what their thought process behind this Deadwood pick is. Maybe they're just trying to throw the Hellborn team off guard a little bit, pick something a bit unusual, so maybe they kind of think twice about what they're going to pick. Magma's Engineer is a really strong dual lane, and they did run the exact same two heroes in the previous series. I think it was the first game, if I'm not mistaken, where they did very well with those two heroes in particular, lining up like 4-man stuns on the Magmas into Engineer Kex, and they also did very well in their lane. So I think it's just, as you said, it's just it's really strong heroes. So
yeah, and looking at the bans, one that really stands out to me here is actually the Berserker ban. Do you think it's like kind of a respect ban player-wise? Because
I think
I usually don't see a Berserker banned.
I think my initial maybe thought is that perhaps they're thinking that Berserker might be a little bit too tanky as a strength hero on the lane in combination with the Demented, so they might maybe find themselves struggling to actually kill the Berserker in the lane. And if you can't like one-shot the Berserker, a lot of times he's the type of heroes that can maybe sometimes just turn around and start hunting you down. So, and he's a hero that later in the game can kind of just brush off these like stun chains on him, thanks to his ultimate. So I don't know I think in the scrim we played, we did have a Magnus Engineer where they did complain a little bit about laning against the Berserker, I'm not necessarily sure that it is like a bad lane by any means, but maybe that's a thought process that they don't, and they do know that Yahadai likes to pick Berserk occasionally. Maybe that's also why they grabbed the Deadwood, because Deadwood is generally decent against Berserker because he's a hero with high strength stacking. So
yeah, maybe this synergy as well with the demented ulti that reduces the armor of the enemy team, comboed with the physical damage presence from the Berserker. So
yeah,
of course there's a lot of other physical heroes like Hammer and Pret that are perhaps even valued higher than Berserker under normal circumstances, but we'll see. Anyway, so the Hellbourne side, they choose to go with the Rhapsody, probably going to be playing that position 5, and then an MOA, which I'm guessing is going to be either the position 2 or 1. It's been a while since I've actually seen an MOA played as core, since we haven't seen Talk playing the last couple of cycles, I believe.
I will say that. Sorry, I will say that actually Lucius is also one of his comfort heroes, Massive Arms. So I'm pretty confident that it's a position 1 Massive Arms here.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I think basically Lucius he more or less rotates like, it doesn't only rotate, but he like his 3 comfort heroes seem to be Calamity, Master of Arms, and Sapphire, which are all like 3 kind of backline agility heroes. So he kind of likes that role where he can just sit in the back and do all the damage.
That makes sense. And then we see the Balfagor coming out from the Legion side. We have Dosa here, which likes to play that hero quite a bit, and it's just an overall solid solo hero. I would say both Lord and Balfagor are just very solid 1v1 heroes. So potential tri lane, perhaps.
Yeah,
they don't have to do it, but they could. They definitely don't have to do it, but it's a possibility.
They need to address the Balfagor from having a good early game.
Okay, so it's a core Deadwood, I guess. I thought the Deadwood was going to be 4. Okay.
Wait. No, wait. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a core Deadwood. I think Snark occasionally plays Deadwood, and I think Doza plays the Balfagor, and I suppose it's Yahadai playing the Self-4s. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to lane this. I do think that they need to address the Balfagor on the side of Haste Gaming, because Balfagor is the type of hero that if he has a really good start, he can more or less run away with the game. Whereas if the hero gets like shut down early on, he can really struggle.
Soul Reaper. And then Soul Reaper is coming up from Hellbourne side. So this is either I guess it's the calls are probably going to be MOA and Soul Reaper. MOA most likely being that main farmer, as you mentioned. So kind of unorthodox lineup coming out from the Legion side, I would say. They don't necessarily scale as well as the Hellbourne side. I'm not really sure. I actually prefer the Hellbourne's lineup, but what do you think?
I think I'm kind of with you there. I actually do favor they did pick a Soul Reaper into a Self-4s, which might end up costing them a little bit at the end of the day. It's not necessarily you can't play a Soul Reaper against Self-4s, but it just does definitely limit the amount of heal you can kind of get away with doing.
So it does look like it might be an offlane mag. That means that the Balfagor is going to have a very good time. Perhaps the Balfagor, does he beat a mag? I mean, a good mag could actually do quite well with the Volcanic Touch, I think. I was thinking whether or not the Demented could leave the Balfagor solo against the mag and then just help the forest in the mid lane, maybe stack that the easy camp. I think Balfagor can do quite well against the mag, even though the mag has the Volcanic Touch. I don't know if you agree. And then we have in the top lane, we see NG MOA. I think that's quite a strong lane. It's going to be paired up against the Deadwood Riftwalker from the Legion side. A little bit of a difficult time, I think, for the Legion. They kind of need the Deadwood to hit his grasp to really get things going. And seeing as they're up against the double range lane, I would favor the Hellbourne here. I think their setup is much more straightforward. You got the point click stun from the MOA and then the Keck to follow up. So I would slightly favor the Hellbourne in this lane. Sulfuris is actually going to be going up against the dual range lane in the mid lane. That is not where you want to be as a Sulfuris. You do not like to be against dual lanes. Rhapsody actually running towards top immediately. Maybe gonna leave the story with 1v1 as he sees that it's a Sulfuris mid. So they're gonna be trialing on help on side, and I think that might seal the deal. I mean, if actually Rhapsody ran back again to the mid lane. So Mag is just chilling here in the bot lane with the Steam Bath, getting some experience, getting some good gold. Pretty solid. Doing quite well against the dual lane. Did your microphone go out for?
No, I just had to go for a moment. I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Thank you.
So we got engagement onto the Riftwalker here in the top lane. He's dropping to about half HP. He's gonna be just fine though. The Mensid is rotating towards the mid lane as I predicted that we are actually gonna have this 1v1 lane Belphegor against the Magmas in the bottom lane, and I think this could be quite even. But I think with that heal from the corpses, the Belphegor is gonna be just fine, even though on paper. Also, the Mag does not have Volcanic Touch because she actually scaled the Steam Bath. So I definitely think this Belphegor is gonna have a hell of a good time down here.
I think if the lane sort of evens out, I think Belphegor kind of benefits more from that. Belphegor is just a hero that needs an explosive start, and then he becomes really difficult to deal with, I feel. So yeah, but
yeah, no, I just think this lane is so difficult for the Mag to contest when he does not have that Volcanic Touch, because he cannot push.
I agree.
Like Belphegor can just send his minions on him right now. I don't know if he's not doing it right now. Dozer could actually spawn the minions and harass him out of lane. I feel like.
So he did skill his Volcanic Touch here.
Yeah.
And here comes the creeps, and he's gonna help deny a lot and just harass with those. Stun comes out, and he puts a red ward down. He chases down the Magnus. Actually, Magnus is in a lot of trouble here. He might get slowed. I think he's gonna be able to get away here, but he's actually quite low now. He did buy a battery, so like the thing is, like he's like almost out of mana. He's like 40% HP. Those are sitting with the Luna tier. So the
nice hits there with the Volcanic Touch, killing all the minions.
So we're looking at the middle lane. The Sulfuris is not having a
top lane actually. Action going on. MOA is in a little bit of trouble here. Deadwood running. Riftwalk.
First blood coming in.
They get the Bloodlust, and maybe Riftwalk is going to fall here. NG, one more hit.
I think they're going to be able to get a double kill here potentially if the Deadwood can line it.
Oh, the Grasp just barely misses.
He did not hit Grasp here. I wonder if he shows a bit more patience. Maybe it would be challenging to get the Engineer, considering he had both spells available anyway. So yeah, I think he had to try to go for the immediate Run Grasp there, but.
That was a good trade for Legion though, right? Because they got the Bloodlust onto the MOA being the core.
They're hunting the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely that the Bloodlust was definitely in their favor, and they killed the core, as you said. So it was the Riftwalker who got the kill.
Maybe we got some engagement going on to the Riftwalker right here. We'll see if they have the damage though.
They're playing offensively here. Are they able to convert?
The NG is falling very low. He does have an apple though. Is he going to be able to escape?
Nice,
He's not going to be able to escape.
But the Riftwalker is in a lot of trouble here. He's confused. He doesn't know how to juke, and he is dead.
Another way to put it. I actually favor, like, while you were getting your food, I actually mentioned that I think that the help on dual lane and the top lane is slightly stronger than the Legion one. I think it's much easier to execute. What?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think the Moa stun into Pegasus is really hard to deal with, especially with double range heroes, and they both have really good attack animations, so they can really easily just deny everything. So I do think it is in Legion's favor, or like in their interest, just to constantly force fights, because if the lane slows down, I think Legion will get more out of it, because they will deny a lot more probably. So pulls are probably fine, but they should look to take engagements, because.
Actually, engagement onto Deadwood. He's very tanky, but he doesn't have an apple. I think he's actually falling here. Right click's coming out. Maybe they get a return kill on NG. They do actually. One for one exchange.
Did he miss the Rotten Grasp there?
I don't think so. I think he hit both.
Okay.
But the problem was, like, when he went to turn around, he was already at like 60% HP with the sitting in the acid bomb, right? So taking quite a bit of damage. Yeah. Very, very nice for the MOA. 380 now after that kill. That's exactly what he needed. You see a lot of stacks coming out here in the Hellborn jungle. Well, actually, Sorry, but in a little bit of a trouble here. I think he's gonna be just fine with the Rhapsody heal.
So
Let's see the bottom lane. How is it going? 300 GPM on Belphegor.
so he's not doing as well as
the...
I thought he would. Like he's not even that far ahead of the Magnus.
I'm
like they're
surprised. Yeah,
pretty even.
Mag's doing very well, honestly. The lane is dead even.
Yeah, I suppose with the volcanic touch.
Actually, in the top lane, Riftwalker might be in some trouble. The charge is barely missing. I think he's going to be able to walk out of there, probably. They would look into Frankel and NG.
Frankel run grab, he connects it.
Stun hits on the Riftwalker, one hit. Okay, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange once again.
But the thing is, what you have to keep in mind is that the Moa is like getting every single kill right now. He's up to 420 GPM, so he's having a really good lane. Oh wait.
Is he actually gonna die here? He does have an apple though and ulti, so maybe he's gonna be just fine. Tries to turn a little bit. Does not have enough mana to use stun.
Okay. He gets a salve plus a mana potion from the engineer, so he's gonna be back up to full HP in just a moment. He actually dodged the rotten grass and the deadwood. That was very nice. Hiding in the trees.
I think with the amount of aggression here, it would be very good to get a mana battery on the MOA.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's gonna work towards a mat first here, but I don't really like that. I feel like just finishing up your power supply.
Oh, there might be some action going on. Deadwood is in no man's land. Or maybe he's actually going to kill the MOA here. He does have an apple though. He dies immediately. The MOA dies after the Sulfuris ulti, and maybe Sulfuris gets one more kill here. If not, he's actually going to fall. Everyone here from the Hellborn side is gathered up.
The Bandit has no more mana. He hasn't skilled the Unbreakable in a minute either.
Oh, that's rough. 2 points in the queue.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that too much. I feel like that's you don't really want that. I suppose they're trying to apply pressure, but I feel like if you're playing with a Belphegor, you need to like start putting points into your healing wave, and you need your Unbreakable as well in this particular game. So I feel like the Tangle skilling twice is a little bit of something that maybe should be reconsidered. And
they didn't actually get to kill the stacks, which is what I believe they went in there for.
Yeah.
But the good thing is they managed to kill the MOA. Unfortunately, Soriba is now up to 400 GPM. So yeah, not really a great exchange for the Legion side. They might be able to catch the MOA here. With Grasping out, coming out, hitting him. Deadwood does not manage to get the ulti up though. He does ulti NG though. He falls instead. And I think Riftwalker is now in a lot of trouble. It's gonna be caught by Rhapsody here.
This situation is starting to look really dire for the Legion team, since their Sulfuris is not even 300 GPM. Their Belphegor is like sitting at 350 GPM, but looking at the Hellborn side, they have 2 main cores with 410 plus GPM. And those heroes can, once they start...
Mag is actually in a lot of trouble here. He gets ulted by the Belphegor and the Sulfuris. I think he's gonna actually fall to the Sulfuris ulti right there. Yeah, no chance. So a little bit of an upside. Some good news, but yeah, I agree with you. I think this game is actually going to be quite rough for the Legion side, especially if they don't come out ahead in the laning phase, because Hellborn, in my opinion, scales way better.
What do you think about this Sulfuris choosing to pick up a challenge before boots? Don't you think that might be a little bit greedy? Or am I... he was laning on the middle lane, right? I feel like you kind of need the additional mobility that the boots give you in terms of like going for runes and whatnot. But he did finish his boost now. I feel like 9 minutes is a little bit late for that. But.
I mean, he was not dual in mid the entire time, and I don't think Sulfuris dual is very good. So I don't blame him that much. Like, I think it's fine. I didn't even notice in the top lane. Wormhole coming out, killing the carry on Hellborn side. Very well done.
That was impressive. I suppose he had a ward that maybe kind of saw him or something. He's running into the Rhapsody, but I feel like he's trying to bait for the Deadwood, or he's like kind of...
Deadwood does have ulti up. He's going to ulti the NG here, and he's going to fall maybe one more hit.
Beautiful. And they're actually going to be able to land another kill. That was impressively well played by Kaukai here, both killing the Moa and also baiting the Engineer into overstepping and getting rotten grass.
That's exactly what they needed. Like, keep killing his MOA, that's very good. Don't give him charges on his map threats. Yeah. That's exactly what they need to do.
I do like the bottle pickup on the Moa here, as well as the Matchbirds. I feel like that line of item makes sense to me, actually.
Yeah, I agree. I guess Rhapsody in a little bit of trouble here. I think he's gonna be fine though.
But I do agree that I think picking up a battery early on would have been
the mid lane,
useful.
sorry, is in a lot of trouble. MOA ulti, it's not enough. He just gets dropped. Wow, the Belphegor ulti with those 6 minions is just hitting like a truck.
Yeah. Once the Belphegor finishes his Energizer, you really have to be cautious with running into him because
he's also quite squishy, I will say, on the Sorry, but I mean, he's only 800 HP, and when he's silenced, he can't really use his Q, right? So, mid lane.
They actually had initiation.
Belphegor in a lot of trouble. Energy field up. Mag also. Whoa, he's dead.
He died very quickly there. That was a very nicely executed combo from the Magnus stun into Engineer Keg into the magnetic field and eruption, and he just went down just like that.
They managed to clear this. I think it was just a double stack, but good job by the Legion side.
We have maybe Lord of the Forest being in a bit of a nope. He is gonna walk out.
So he has 1800 gold right now.
The Riftwalker was just caught in the jungle near the Concord pit, and he went down. They're actually gonna go for the Deadwood here as well. He's kind of by himself right now, getting ulti by the Soul Reaper as well as Judgment, and he will go down as well. Tower is pretty low. On the top lane, Belphegor shows up trying to help the Deadwood, but he is late. Yeah.
Yeah, they need this. The Self Forest needs to right click an item, and then I think they gotta start bringing people because it's kind of falling apart with this top lane. If they're starting to lose this top tower, it's not great.
I would like to see the Self Forest upgrade his boots. I feel like red boots on Self Forest is really bad. And yeah, I don't. There's no other way for me to put it. I feel like you need to upgrade boots and Self Forest. So I don't even care if he goes
Wormhole again going on to MOA. He's in a lot of trouble. Tower hitting him. He does have that ultimate, but Deadwood is coming in now. He just uses the slow one hit on it. Are they actually going to be able to do the one last hit? He misses the grasp. I think MOA might be fine.
It was nicely juked by the MOA. I think a lot of people would be inclined just to run a straight line just to get out. Then he kind of had the presence of mind to notice that Deadwood was targeting him instead of the engineer with his run grab. So that was
a bit of a disaster.
Maneuver.
Oh, actually, Self Forest might be in a lot of trouble here. MOA TPs, he blows out the goo. They overlap a little bit of the stuns, but I don't think it matters in the end. Self is just, he's just dead.
Do you think he's gonna straight Mog? Do you think he's gonna go finish his boots here?
No, I think at this point, when he has this much gold, I definitely think it's a Mog. There's literally no point saving up 2,400 gold.
But there's no. Is there any shame in like saying, okay, I recognize that red boots is not good. I need to upgrade the boots. Like I know that it's like a sunk cost fallacy kind of thing. Like at this point, I might as well not commit to it. But
I mean, of course, I know what you mean. But I still think he's not gonna buy. I don't think he's gonna upgrade the boots. I think he's going Mog.
Would you even consider selling the boots at this point to getting more gold?
Yeah, good one, Brady. Alright, so Gnome's finished on the Soul Reaper. I think he likes to go the Dawnbringer the next, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty usual build on the Soul Reaper in general, the Gnome into the Dawnbringer. I also like the Grimoire personally. I think actually in this particular game, I think Dawnbringer probably is superior. I think the mobility is really nice.
I was thinking maybe the armor boots wouldn't have been terrible this game on him.
On Soul Reaper?
Yeah, but maybe, I mean, face boots are fine as well. I'm just thinking that armor is not terrible against this Legion side, and he doesn't really buy armor items until...
Yeah, no, I'm well, he did buy the armor from the Gnomes, so it does give you a little bit. I kind of understand where you're coming from. I just feel like also Soul Reaper is the type of hero where you also need some kind of mobility, otherwise you just end up being like a slowpoke. But yeah, I wouldn't be like.
I mean, if you're going to Dawnbringer, you are getting some kind of mobility, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, but
push coming out here. We've got a Haste balled by the Soul Reaper, so this is a quite good time for them to take a fight. Mag does have a Blink Dagger.
For the high coming out from the
Wormhole hitting two people, very well executed.
But he's hasted on the Soul Reaper. He's going to be able to
Belphegor ulti hits two people.
Oh, Mag I think Soul Reaper. Wait, no, he got ulti by the Noah. He's going to be fine here, the Noah, and the Soul Reaper here. He's healing up his team.
All right, so nobody aside from the Rhapsody is dying apparently. I thought many people would die, but that haste really helped him survive together with that MOA ulti. Deadwood picks up a kill on the Mag, yeah, with his newly bought Blink Dagger. Is he in trouble now though? I don't think so. Good kill on the mag. So 2 for 0 exchange in favor of the Legion side. They did lose the tower though, but... oh, and by the way, did you see what Sulfuris bought?
Sort of the Blaze.
So we're gonna have a mock coming out here in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the right way to go. Look at the heroes. He needs to scale, right?
I agree. I still think he finishing his boots would have given him more. It's just like intuitively speaking. If I look at his items, I'm kind of wondering, you know, if it's like a gold build. Sorry. Yeah. No. Once you have the muck, it's probably gonna be fine. But like, just looking at his items currently, it just seems a little bit odd to me. Like, you have no lockers. Obviously, he sold it, but he has no upgraded shield, no boots.
Right, so Deadwood is in a lot of trouble. I think he's gonna fall. He had 3 heroes guarding that top rune, no chance.
Yeah. But Deadwood, he did finish his portal key.
Yeah, that's how he got the kill on the Mac before. So it's good for him. So if we look at the GPMs here, so we got Sulfuris is currently the top farmer. Well, maybe sorry, but just past him actually farming that camp. Those creeps in the top lane. So, and then we have MOA, 450. So they don't really have a second real call, I think, on help. Like, I mean, sure, you have the Belfer call, but he's gonna pop his ulti and then he's done, right? So once they get shrunken heads, he doesn't really do that much, right?
I agree.
All right, so MOA he has a. I think, is he actually going for Thunderclaw?
Yeah, he always goes Thunderclaw on his hero. So he's gonna go straight Thunderclaw. That's his build. He goes Thunderclaw, Geos, and then I guess he waits till someone else stops him later in the game. So I suppose Inchi at some point. But it doesn't seem like Inchi is gonna go for a staff immediately. But it tends to avoid the staff himself and just rely on someone else to give it to him. So
interesting.
Yeah, it's actually like, at least from when I watched him, it doesn't seem that bad, generally speaking. Like the Thunderclaw plus Geos still puts out like a pretty sizable amount of damage. And then, you know, if someone else gives you the staff, you just have the luxury of not having to buy a staff yourself. So
sure, we'll see it in action. A lot of damage with this build. I like it. He is very squishy, so he needs to watch out on his positioning. He does have Rhapsody always sitting behind him. I've noticed Rosario being very good at positioning himself close to this.
Also, one thing to consider is that like a lot of the defensive supports are like kind of heal based. I would say Rhapsody to some degrees as well, but her ultimate, you know, that has nothing to do with heals at all. So even if you're being targeted by like an Undying or something, the Rhapsody ultimate is still giving you the full kind of benefit of the defensive thing. So
yeah, for sure.
They are setting up a. No, they're not. He cancelled his wormhole, actually, realizing that he would not be able to connect it. I think it was fine to try to go for it, but the Nova was just aware of it at the end of the day and managed to avoid it. So I think that was a nice cautious play from Lucius. I think he's actually playing really
Help
well.
on might look here to engage Maxdon onto Demented Charmer and follow up with the Rhapsody. I think they're just gonna leave this Demented Charmer. Yeah, no chance. They did get the deny though, so not the end of the world. Let's see here. Oh no, Sulfuris, where are you, man? It's in no man's land. 4 heroes just gonna kill him. No chance. Way out of position. That means that they could go for the bottom lane right now, so the MOA should get out, and he does very, very good. Good awareness. Okay, so TP going out top, they might look to set up on Deadwood. He's gonna be out after this Archer though, so they gotta go right now if they want to kill him. Or maybe Deadwood wants to go on MOA actually. I don't think, he doesn't have legs, so I don't think he has the damage.
Oh, he's actually gonna jump in here. Oh, he just barely got the massive pull up there.
That's so unfortunate. If he had legs, for sure he would have one-shot him. He might actually fall in exchange now.
Wow, that was a really nice kick from the engineer there. Just throwing it in like a random direction.
Bot lane, actually a lot of stuff going on here. Belfico falling low. He gets the ulti off. Maybe they're gonna get a double kill here. Sorry, we're getting stunned by the wormhole. Mag is also running low. Sorry, falls. Mag does have a stun up in 1 second. I think he's gonna be just fine on the Mag.
Okay. Thing is, if the Belfico managed to kill the the other guy, he would have gotten the 150 HP back from his chalice. He probably would have died a few seconds later from the stun from Magnus, but I'm telling you, there was some potential there for a moment, but
Yeah, so I mean, they're quite happy trading, if you could call it that, the Balfagor for the Sorry, but that's a very good trade for the Legion side.
They are, but that being said, they're still falling behind. Kind of.
They are indeed, and they are on a clock, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
They do not have the late game, and they didn't manage to kill the MOA top. Unfortunately, just like 30 HP shy. So, yeah, Alex would have definitely done the deal, but of course he does not have that kind of farm on Deadwood.
Moa is actually smoked up here, looking to do a gank with the Magnus. This seems like both sides are kind of hunting each other. Magnus is currently has an invis room, and he does get affected by the muck effect, so he realizes that guy isn't near him. Rhapsody is also closing in. They're looking to initiate here on the Salvorus. The war is going to drop really quickly, get unbreakable by the minute, but it's not enough. He just has no armor with his current build, so he just drops like a fly. Yep. And
that was a very good target for the Hellbound side to kill the raid boss, so to speak.
Well,
this just kind of adds insult to injury because the lead is just getting bigger and bigger for the Hellbound side, and yeah, he does. They do have a staff on Balfagor, so I think if they look to force a fight immediately once the Salvorus is alive again, they have a chance for sure winning a fight. They don't have any shrunken heads on the Hellbound side, so that Balfagor ulti is going to do a ton of damage.
But it does feel like it's starting to be like a little bit too late to start doing things. I know
smoke coming out on the Balfagor. He's going to run into the MOA right here. Can he catch him with the Energizer? MOA is running for his life.
He didn't see him. I think he knows he's being chased. Like, he's definitely on the run right now. He got smoked up.
Low coming out, wormhole.
Ulti.
Nice. It's going to be a very dead MOA.
Or is... Yeah, alright. He just got... he was by himself.
Alright, well...
Magnus is hiding in the trees by himself, looking to...
Even though it's just one player they kill, I think as long as it's either Sorry or MOA, I think it's completely fine.
Wait, it's fine for who? Sorry.
It's completely fine for the Legion side, just as long as they make sure it's either the Soriba or the MOA, even though it's just one guy, right? They commit a lot of resources, but as long as they're killing one of those two, I think they still overall get ahead.
And the thing is, neither of those heroes are like hard carries, so how do I say, if they repeatedly keep killing one of them, it's not like the other one will, like, in the meantime get like strong to the point where they can't deal with that hero. Both of those heroes they're carries, but they're not like carries you can't deal with. Like, granted, they're not like 800 GPM, so I think you're right that just kind of ganking them once in a while will definitely help them tremendously.
For sure. Alright, so we got Storm Spirit finished on Engineer, a very good item. Tablet Rhapsody. What else? He soon has that Dawnbringer on the Sorriber. I think he's gonna go Shrunken on the Salvorus. Major Totem onto Deadwood. What the hell is he buying? Maybe a Void is not great, right? Could it be Energy? No, they already have an Energy. What the? Codex? No. That might be Codex, I don't know. Alright, so Four is eating right now, so you guys will have to do with me. Right, both teams just farming up right now. A smoke play coming out in the bot lane, but there is no one from the Hellbound side to be found, so not a whole lot going on there. MOA being 1k from his Shrunken Head, that is a huge pickup. I think it's going to be very difficult for the Legion side to deal with him once he has that item. Especially seeing as they have quite good support behind him. They have the Rhapsody ulti, they have the Sorry heal, they have the NG with the Storm Spirit, and he can even ulti himself. So 4 heroes from the Legion side are currently bottom. I'm not sure if they're looking to push as far or if they just want to force some TPs and get back. Deadwood is still pushing out the mid lane, so actually they're just pacing out of that. Balfagor goes top lane. Maybe NG and MOA wants to kill this Balfagor. He's quite a tanky boy, and it could be dangerous, seeing as he does not have his Shrunken Head yet. Yeah, he's gonna fall back and get those last gold. Other than that, both teams just kind of slowing the game phase down, farming up. But Four is also telling his team, guys, I'm 500 off my Shrunken Head, so can we just chill a bit? That's also a very good item for the Legion side. A lot of the Hellborn side's damage right now is coming from magic. Let's see. Oh, he actually finishes his Shrunken Head on the Soul Reaper before he finished the Dawnbringer. I think that's a very good play, because he realizes that once the Belphegor has his Staff of the Master, he definitely needs that Shrunken Head. Not very useful when he's silenced. So Deadwood catches the Rhapsody. I'm not sure that's not damage though. Well, the follow-up, it might be enough though. Rhapsody falls. Mag, you are just chilling. So they're pushing top lane. Energy Field comes out. I think they're gonna be just fine. That's a free tower kill for the Hellborn side. So essentially trading a tier 2 tower for a kill on Rhapsody. Oh, Mag and Deadwood are just tooling around with each other here. I think Mag is going to be able to TP out just fine. Yeah, he's all right. So we see it was actually a Codex on the Deadwood. I was a little bit unsure whether or not that would be a second Energizer or whatever, but I think Codex is probably the better item. I would have loved to see a Lex though, but I mean, maybe he's gonna show me what this Codex can do. See what else do we got going on. Both teams kind of just farming up a bit. We got the Shrunken Head finished onto MOA as well, so both cores on the Hellborn side now have that Shrunken Head. Also have a Haste in bottle. Shrunken finished on the Sulfuris as well. I think it's gonna be they definitely need to smack the MOA with the Deadwood or the Soul Reaper. If he gets to pop his Shrunken and they get the Rhapsody behind him, I think it's going to be very hard for them to win a fight. Alright, so a Conqueror attempt right now coming up from the Hellborn side. And it doesn't seem like the Legion has any idea, so this might be a free Kong. Let's see here, what is Mag? Mag is just chilling down here in the bot lane while his team is doing the monkey. Interesting. And then Engineer Split pushing top. Oh, actually Mag is in a lot of trouble. He gets silenced, he gets smacked by the Deadwood, and he's just dead. No chance. That Codex coming into play. Alright, I mean, I'm killing Mag for a Kong. So let's see here. Smoked up MOA looking for a kill. Legion is realizing that something is dangerous here, so we're gonna peace out. He actually went Blink Dagger on Belf. I think that's a very good pickup. Ice Brand onto Sulfuris, so oh, actually, he's in a lot of trouble. Energy Field comes out, Soruga ulti. He does not get to pop his Shrunken Head. He does get the Unbreakable on him, and ultis the Soruga. This is a hell of a fight. Belphegor drops to the MOA. They didn't kill the Sulfuris, so they're gonna look. Maybe they're gonna get a kill in the Riftwalker though. They got the Keg. Deadwood is chilling. He does not have ulti yet, so overall a very positive, great exchange for the Hellborn side. And yeah, they just heal up so quickly, man. Look at that Soul Reaper. So this is gonna be a token if they cannot. I don't know if they can defend this on the Legion side. That's gonna be quite grim. I think Hellborn, if they get this Kong, they could even go tier 3s with a token. They have a very good pushing team with those heals. Yeah, it looks like Deadwood is around, but I don't think he can do much. Is he gonna go for the steal? He gets the steal with the Codex, very well done. He is probably gonna pay with his life though. Demented is nearby trying to heal him. Actually, he gets the return kill onto MOA. What a fucking MVP this Deadwood, man. Holy moly, he just... So they're still in this Legion side. That would have been an absolute disaster. And that, you guys saw that Codex coming into play. That's how he stole the Kong. So excellent plays here coming out from this Deadwood. Keeping his team in the game. That token alive would have been an absolute disaster to play up against. So that's crazy. Engineer finds Riftwalker in the top lane. I think Riftwalker is in trouble because he does not have post hate. They're currently on cooldown and he can't really get away from his Engie.
Oh, Engineer actually gets a solo kill. It's impressive.
Yeah, what a player. So
what?
I think he may have caught the Rift Walker while he was TPing or something, because those post-haste were on cooldown. Did you see the Kong steal?
No, I missed that. How did he steal it?
Yeah, he codexed the Kong. It was crazy.
Ooh,
And that was going to be a token. And then, so he codexed the Kong, and then he killed the MOA afterwards with a punch. So what a fucking MVP, man.
That's an insane play. And you also, you kind of asked or said maybe the codex will pay off. At the end of the day, it actually did so.
It has most certainly been worth it at this point.
And if you look at his score right now, the Snark, I think he might have made a deal with the devil. So.
Come on, man.
What? to get in this position.
All right, so 4 heroes on the Hellborn side is getting on the mid. I think we're going to see a fight coming out here. The Belphegor can blink in and ulti everyone. He does do so. Big ulti. Sorry, but this just pops his Shrunken Head, and he just doesn't die though. Mag ultis a Shrunken Headed target and Belphegor a little bit. Wormhole coming out, solo hit on the MOA. MOA just dies to the Codex immediately. So Forrest is falling very low, and he dies.
Almost dead. Soulreaver is currently being targeted by Storm Spirit. Deadwood is looking for his next target. Will he be able to do anything here? He misses the Rotten Grasp. It comes out a Rift Burn as well as a Cascade event, but nothing comes from it.
Yeah, this MOA is just not having a great time, getting kind of bullied by the Deadwood here.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm thinking maybe is it time for the Deadwood to start targeting the Soulreaver instead?
That's a very good question.
Does he provide more in the fight, like in terms of sustain? I think he does.
One thing you have to consider is the fact that Soulreaver is currently sitting at 24 armor, whereas the Master Lamps is sitting at 9 armor. So I think he actually did use his Willowmaker on the...
the Soulreaver is in a lot of trouble. He does not have Shrunken and he just gets zapped by the Codex Deadwood combo.
Yeah, so basically in the last fight, Deadwood actually jumped in and ulted the Rhapsody, and Rhapsody just ulted on the mid lane by accident, so she's gonna have her ultimate on the cooldown for 110 seconds. But as I said,
that's quick.
Yeah, the Deadwood ulted the Rhapsody immediately to make sure that she wouldn't be able to save any of the cores after they got jumped. So, and then he like backed off, and then he codexed the MOA afterwards, as far as I know. So,
all right, well that's well played.
A nice heads up play from him to target the Rhapsody so she can't like save people.
I'm gonna be honest though. I think with level 5 Codex and level 3 Deadwood ulti, I think that if they blink ulti Codex and then blink Belphegor ulti onto the Soulreaver, I think he's gonna die immediately. I think. Did you see how much damage he did on the bot lane?
No,
he literally dropped 80% of Soulreaver's HP alone.
The Belphegor ultimate will prevent the Rhapsody from being able to use her protective ability to save him. So exactly. I think, but you have to remember that if he's a bit too slow with the punch, the Soulreaver might be able to get a Shrunken hit off before the Codex can connect, and then they might be in it. Oh, Deadwood is looking for his next kill, and he's gonna. Wait, this might... Oh, he actually used all his spells. Oh, he's gonna land the Rotten Grasp and connect the kill here. That's nice play by the Deadwood. It was a little bit unfortunate. That was a little bit
interesting how he didn't get the Grasp up after the ulti. Maybe that was a little bit of a misplay, but he did get the kill in the end. Mag, however, with a Health Flower coming out, I think Deadwood might be in trouble here. He has a 6th sense, so he's...
I think he's okay. I think it's very unlikely that the Magnus will actually be able to go for the kill here, so... hypothetically, if you stunned him and started channeling ultimate, and like connected the health power, I still feel like to some degree that Deadwood is just too tanky with 1800 HP to actually go down from that combination. So,
well, I think if he ults first, blinks in health flowers, taking the 20% extra or 15% extra damage.
Maybe you're up to something, but
with a couple of right clicks. Anyway, so Deadwood might be. Actually, Magnus might be the one in trouble now. He pops the smoke from Belphegor.
Oh, he found the Magnus.
And silenced immediately, and now Deadwood is running after the Mag. He does have a stun up in 1 second here.
Nice, that's actually... Ooh. What? How did they see him in there?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how they got vision in those trees.
You need to run that back. I would like to see a replay on that.
Alright, so right now NG finished his Master's Legacy. We haven't commented on that, and he gave that, of course, to the MOA, making him a hell of a hero. On top of that, MOA finished his Hyper Crown, so he's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage once he throws that ultimate down.
Yeah, I still would like to see a Geometer Bang on the Moa here, just to remove the Demented Shaman ultimate, also to like pop the Geos right before the Deadwood jumps onto him. Also can remove the silence from the Belphegor. Yeah, but
I'm a little bit surprised to see that Soul Reaper is not higher up on the damage score. He's only 10% damage, which is like equivalent to a Riftwalker on the legal side.
actually, yeah, it's actually
he's running around.
Well, he actually might get jumped here. If he can land the Rotten Grasp here, there's a chance he gets one shot. No, but yeah. But I'm surprised he didn't use the Codex there. But I know, of course, they couldn't kill it. But maybe there was. But you guys, okay, too. So that was like about, even with connecting the Rotten Grasp and the ulti, that was about like 40% of his HP. And then the Codex would be maybe an additional 30% per chance.
Yeah, probably around 40 as well, because he gets the strength stolen,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
any additional
right.
damage deals more. Yeah, so
anyways,
that's going to be another Kong for the help on side. I don't think there's any chance of Deadwood stealing it this time around, because he's currently in the jungle. So
Max is smoked up right now. He's going into the jungle. He might be looking to jump the Cell Force here if he can get a proper engagement here. He's actually going to break the smoke, get the Hellflower off, into the Engineer ulti. They're going to land the kick, and the Cell Force is going to go down. That was a very nice hunt coming out from the Magnus here. Finding the Cell Force.
That was literally the best target they could wish to get. So excellent kill from Hellborn.
Yep.
So Forrest, by the way, finished his Frostful Skull, so unfortunately he was
actually,
not able to
Riftwalker is trying to... They're going on the Soul Reaper here. The Master's Cult comes out and actually helped the... Oh, they're going to do a turnaround here on the Deadwood. They're in a load of trouble. Both heroes go down here. To answer your question, they just don't have the damage. You have to bear in mind that even if they like fully commit to the Soul Reaper, there's still a Moa who can just drop a Master's Call for an additional 600 post-damage mitigation, which kind of, to some degree, almost like, how do I say, nullifies the whole idea of the Codex 5, so...
that is true, and I do believe that the Soul Reaper would have probably died without that MOA ulti. He was around 500 HP, I believe. So I think he would have actually been dead. But good point. This means that it's a huge disaster for the leading side, and they're probably going to lose a couple of towers here.
They have no buybacks on like half the heroes, and the Soul Reaper just finished a Nullstone, which is I didn't expect, but this does seem like pretty okay in this particular game to buy Nullstone. You pop the Shrunken, you run in with Nullstone, you can't really get ulti by the Cell Force, and it also makes the life a lot worse for the Deadwood. He can of course remove the Nullstone with his uproot, but this makes it so that the Soul Reaper has more time to react to the engagements from the Deadwood, so he can get a Shrunken off in time and not get blown up by the Codex immediately after.
Yeah, so Token Alive is going to be an MOA here that is perfect for pushing the tier 3s. I was thinking the Nullstone was perhaps picked up so he could put it on the MOA, but I could be wrong. Probably not necessary now that he has the Token Alive, but
yeah, I think the Soul Reaper is more of a frontline hero than the MOA is, and I think he just wants to, his value is not getting, because I think as long as he doesn't like immediately die, I think Soul Reaper is always to some extent going to be able to get away. And that being said, they do have Undying, which the Nullstone also helps against. So, and it's really hard to actually like land a chain stun on the Soul Reaper with the current draft. The only way they can actually get like a really good jump would be from a wormhole on like several heroes, but I just don't see how they're going to be able to get that all seamlessly. So.
Geometer's Bane finished. Oh, that's crazy. Initiation. Big Balthog ulti on 5 heroes. Wormhole onto a lot of heroes as well. What a fight.
Moa is killing everyone. They are just, that's a 4 for Sir exchange. And a Legion concede vote comes out here. And they are defeat.
Yeah, so that was the game right there. Even with that Balthog ulti hitting 5 heroes on the Hellborn, it was just not enough. They popped Shrunken Heads, they start right-clicking, and everyone just fell. So what a game 1 coming out from Post Haste Gaming. They continued their streak.